Okay, let's jump right in. We're looking at essay number 77 today, titled Studying Theater. And the structure for this one is advantages and disadvantages plus an opinion. Here is the exact question. What are the problems and the benefits for high school students of studying plays and other works for theater that were written centuries ago? Do you agree with it? Use your own experience to discuss it. Now, the absolutely crucial thing to pin down first is the writer's main opinion, and here it is. The educational benefits are greater than the challenges. That is the anchor for everything else we're going to talk about. All right, let's break down the first body paragraph, focusing right on those advantages. It follows a really clean four-step flow. First, the main point. Studying these classic works improves a student's understanding of culture and history. Why? Well, that leads into step two, the explanation. It's because these plays directly reflect the historical values and traditions of their time. Step three gives us a concrete example. By reading Shakespeare, students get a first-hand look at those societal values. And finally, step four, the result. Because they are engaging with this complex material, students build a deeper understanding and actually strengthen their critical thinking skills. Now, on the flip side, we can tackle the disadvantages using that exact same framework. The opening point here is that classic literary works can actually reduce a student's interest in learning, which kind of makes sense when you look at the explanation. The language in these old plays is often old-fashioned and honestly hard to read. As an example, this exposes high schoolers to unfamiliar and confusing vocabulary. The inevitable result? A drop in interest and a lower motivation to keep learning. So let's synthesize all of that into a quick memory map. This is how you lock it in. On the advantages side, we go from culture to values, demonstrated by Shakespeare, which leads to critical thinking. Super straightforward, right? Then, contrasting that on the disadvantages side, we trace reduced interest back to old language, which brings confusing vocabulary and ultimately results in lower motivation. Seeing them side by side like this really clarifies the whole argument. Let's rapidly trace the sequential flow of the entire essay for our final review. We begin right at the question, clearly establish the main opinion, outline our body 1 keywords for the advantages, contrast those with the body 2 keywords for the disadvantages, and finally arrive at the conclusion. Master this exact flow, and you can successfully deconstruct any classical debate.